Welcome to Wrestling Rewind here on the Jeff Meacham Network. I am, of course, the West Coast Professor Jeff Meacham. He is the man, the champion, Cherry Two Belts, all the nicknames in between. Greg Cherry. It is already the second Wednesday in April. Like I feel like we were just sitting down here doing the match last week on Rewind, the hour-long Iron Man match, and here we are with another classic WrestleMania moment. It's going too quick, my friend.
You know, I'm glad we're out of March, because March, no offense to your birthday, March always seems to be a disaster.
Yes.
So I'm glad.
This year more than ever, man. March was horrible.
March 89th just passed. So, you know, we're finally into April, which hopefully better things to come.
Now, unfortunately, WrestleMania week took forever. WrestleMania itself took forever, it felt like. It was a good show. I'm not going to crack on it so much like I normally would have, but it was still a very long weekend, and I'm glad we're halfway through the week after, because we need to move on. But before we leave WrestleMania behind completely, I wanted to get this match in because I wanted to do this match with you for a while, and it's one of those matches where this is the only main event match I got to see for the whole way through the first time it ran on my first pay-per-view. This WrestleMania 7, you've heard me tell the story about WrestleMania 7. In fact, I was watching the main event between Hogan and Slaughter, and our feed cut out at my aunt's house, and had to find out from Fred Rogan on Channel 4 that Hulk Hogan had become the WWE champion. But this match, when I first started watching professional wrestling, these two guys were the feud. These two guys were the ones that were competing over the championship. Warrior was the champion. Savage was the plucky challenger, if you will. He really wanted to get his shot at the Warrior and get his opportunity. So we are on WrestleMania 7. It is an hour, 17 minutes, and 10 seconds into the pay-per-view. It's not quite at the tab where it says the match is on, because that tab starts with what you're going to see Bobby Heenan say momentarily, folks, for those of you out there watching. I wanted to go back and get the rewind going. That way we can show exactly what's led to here. So I will give you guys a countdown right now, and we'll go into it. I'm going to put, for those of you who are, oh my God, everyone's so fast, I put this up in Twitter that we're going to start here before you watch this. So if you didn't see that, not my problem. So
plus you can always pause the video. It's like, hey, let me get there.
And pause me and get there. Exactly. Matter of fact, I'll let you pause. Go ahead.
Okay.
Right, so here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play. And the screen dissolves, and right away we see Savage jump into the ring and club Warrior in the stomach with his scepter as he's got Virgil up in the air. Savage is up in the top rope, getting ready to come down on the Warrior. Now, I believe this is on Saturday's main event, because you see the main event logo is there in the background there, up in the rafters. Savage had been dogging the Warrior for months and months about a title shot, and here we see the sensational Queen Sherry begging the Warrior for a shot should he defeat Sergeant Slaughter that night at the Royal Rumble. And, of course, Sergeant Slaughter already guaranteed Savage's title shot should he win. So, and Warrior says what he says about Sherry's challenge right there. He spits on her, or spits in her general direction.
Yeah.
No! And Sherry is freaked out, of course. And now we're at Greg's moment here, man. The Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Now, see, why would Warriors fall for that? I mean, I know Warrior come off as a bonehead, but he's a champion. He should know better by now.
Should have just taken the count-out victory.
Right. Or DQ victory for Sherry's interference. Flagrant. Now, see, what you're not seeing is Sergeant Slaughter distracting the referee from all this shenanigans happening. And Savage just railroaded the Warrior there.
Yeah.
Now, what you didn't see is Warrior throw Sherry onto Savage. That's why he's still at ringside. You see the scepter there. Sergeant rocks referee. Wow. Good night. Ultimate Warrior, go seep. Note the red, white, and blue tassels there for the American theme there for the time of the Gulf War. And an unvery Dusty Rhodes elbow, like there's the elbow drop. 1, 2, 3. And Sergeant Slaughter's your new world champion. That's what led us here today. Now, you are not a fan of this moment. You're not watching yet. Is that correct?
That's correct. And fun fact, I didn't see this match until the day after Macho Man actually passed away.
Wow.
I know.
So that was, 20 years after the fact. Holy smokes. Yeah. Now, see, Bobby's having the director, he sees somebody, he thinks it's Elizabeth out there in the crowd. He saw the director, hey, look, director, come show it. And there she is, man. The lovely Elizabeth here for what could be the Macho King's last stand.
Mm-hmm.
And this will get me the feels later, folks. You will see Jeff Meacham cry on this show. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. I don't cry very much on these shows, but I will cry today. It's so cool. And again, here it is, the regal entrance that only befits the Macho King and his sensational queen. The Baron Corbin entrance, we call it now. What do they got there? 6 guys carrying this thing? 8 guys?
Yeah.
Figure 3 in the front, 3 in the back, 2 on the side.
I think it's funny that everybody who has the King gimmick came out with this thing. Yeah, Harley Race come out with it, Savage, Jerry Lawler, have King Corbin doing it.
Yep. I'm surprised King Corbin hasn't adopted the Great Kings that Give theme yet.
Well, everybody associates that with Lawler. So.
Right, but King Harley used it before, and so did Haku. So
that's true. I skipped over Haku. I remember that too.
You did. But that's okay. So did everybody else. I think King Haku is best remembered for his match against Hercules at WrestleMania V. That says everything. That's right. I love this attire on Randy. If I could find a way to cosplay this outfit and not look like a fat slob, I would do it in a heartbeat. I actually want the defining moments figure of this so bad, just for my dad's desk, because this is my dad's guy here. Before the Undertaker became my dad's favorite guy, Macho King was. Oh yeah, exactly. All about the Macho Man, and I think part of it was seeing this entrance at WrestleMania VII was the fact, God, the guy's dressed to the nines. He looks like a superstar. And there's Scary Sherry, who probably looked her best as the Macho Queen, the sensational queen that she did right here.
Yeah.
Ironically enough.
She didn't look terrible besides Shawn, but.
No. But what I'm saying, as a sensational queen, she looked her best, I think, here. Now, see, normally you're going to see Warrior bust out of the curtain. He's going to run like a maniac. He's going to, come down the aisle. And Bobby Heenan's going to be very quick to point out, is that the same Ultimate Warrior's the same guy? He's not running like that maniac normally would. He's calmly stalking to the ring. Well, as calm as the Warrior can be, I should say.
Yeah.
Very, very frightening that every principal person in this match, with the exception of the referee, and I think the referee's Earl Hebner, is now passed away. Again, we do that almost every show. We do that, it seems like, but I'm not sure the referee is here. Yeah, it's Earl. It may be Dave. Either way, the Hebners are still alive. But yeah, Savage, Warrior, Elizabeth, Sherry, Gorilla, and Bobby on commentary.
I mean, seeing him walk to the ring instead of run is kind of reminiscent of his last appearance on Raw.
Right? And what's funny is, they did this big angle here, and we're going to see the angle at the end. And I'm sure if you guys haven't seen it already, or if you have, you know what's about to happen. But the fact of the matter is, by the end of this summer, Randy is going to be where he is, and Warrior's going to be gone from the company.
Yeah. So
it's like, whoops.
It was a great match, but in the long run, didn't mean anything.
No, because, I don't know how long the angle with Savage was going to last. I don't know where it was going to go. But it went a totally different direction once Warrior was leaving the company. So, I don't know if they're going to have him reinstated a different way, or they're going to have him, still feud with Jake or what. But the fact of the matter is, they had a whole different mindset of going into this match, and Warrior pulling the shenanigans he pulled completely curveballed the entire thing. But we didn't know this in March. So.
Right.
I love the Warrior's little nuances on the tights. He's got Randy and himself on each knee pad, on each elbow pad, on each side of his jacket. And I think my favorite is the trunks. The Warrior's trunks, because it's it's very it shows exactly what this match is all about, and they're going to show it here. I think right after he peels the coat off, the winged eagle, and it says means much more than this. That's how personal this had become, how crazy this thing had become between these two men, that yes, it started over the WWF Championship, but now it means much more than this.
Yeah.
And it occurred to me as I hit record that it didn't do what I wanted to do, which is make a side-by-side. So hopefully that doesn't mess us up later.
That's fine.
Anyway.
Might be a lot of post stuff.
Oh, it has to be. Which is fine. Yeah, it's and then there you see Elizabeth again, just looking so somber, looking so. I mean, she knows, but the character doesn't know. Who knows what's going to happen with Randy here? Who knows what's going to happen with the Macho King's career? Will we see the Macho King continue? Will we see the Warrior's career continue? And people have often said that as well told as the Hogan Warrior match was, that this was Warrior's best match. And I don't necessarily disagree with that.
Yeah.
It was so intense. There were so many different things done in this match that told a great story. And you gotta remember the Hogan Warrior match was a babyface story that had to tell a completely different tale than this one did. I think this one was told better.
Warrior had two good matches, and they were both at a WrestleMania.
Yep. And somewhere in '98, Randy sat on the sidelines going, "Thank God I'm hurt and here, and I'm having to deal with this bullshit."
Yeah.
And Hulk's in November going, "What do they do? What do they do?"
Maybe we'll do like a terrible matches edition of Rewind.
Yeah,
include Hogan and Warrior from Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, I guess we can do that. Once every other month or something. Just get a bad match out there, because I'm actually close to the Hogan Warrior match on my WCW countdown. So maybe we'll get there when we get there.
There you go.
I decided though I'm going back now and catching up. What I'm doing is I watched WrestleMania 14 when I watched it. Then I watched the day after when Greg from Good Mike Work Commentary watched his night after WrestleMania 14. I've been watching the Raws and pay-per-views ever since. I'm just now at Over the Edge 98. So when I catch up WCW-wise, WWF, I'm going to sync them back up and soldier on.
Right.
Because I never actually done the whole watch them both and watch at the same time. So it'll be cool to try to pull. I did that on March 26th with both Raw and Nitro, but it was kind of a train wreck. So because it's hard to sync them up with no commercials. So
right.
So I may just watch one straight through, the other straight through on Monday nights, and then.
Well, you have to think Nitro started 3 minutes earlier for a while.
Exactly. So and once they went to 2 hours, trying to get Raw Nitro synced up at 7:57 and then sync the start of Raw with the second hour of Nitro, it was like so. Yeah, that simulcast was fun. Let's try to pull off. Yeah. The pause button was my friend on both machines, tell you what. But it's so weird. We mentioned Deborah McMichael on the panel the week before that. I got a retweet from Deborah because I posted the graphic of her with Rock and Austin against Taker and Kane from that night of Raw. I went, that's just weird, but okay, sure. So she'd be an interesting topic to a person to talk to on the air. Randy is just not having a good time. He's throwing people around. He's throwing chairs. That's a DQ, Randy. Slow your roll, buddy.
He knows what he's doing. Well,
he knows exactly what he's doing. Always. There is a method to the Macho Man, that's for sure.
Yeah, Macho Man.
That's it.
It's not the first time I busted out the Savage impression today.
No, I can only imagine. Yeah. What I didn't know about this going into was apparently Randy had surgery on a broken thumb after the Royal Rumble and was out for several matches prior to Mania.
Mm.
So his hand is you can see the left hand's actually they're both taped up pretty well, but the left hand's taped up more. So maybe that's a broken thumb.
I guess that's the difference between fans then and now. If they saw somebody in the crowd, they'd probably try and interact with them now.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Or maybe they're just a bunch of plants surrounding her. I don't know.
It could be plants. It could be that, for me, Elizabeth was the ultimate, oh my, she's so pretty. I would never approach her. I'd be too scared.
Right.
But then again, in 1991, I had just turned 8, and this guy chased Thelma Hopkins around the Forum because he saw her walking around the colonnade there at the Forum. Oh, she's off the embers, and I took off halfway around the stadium to get an autograph in the picture. So there you go. No, not a picture because there was no cell phones back then, but definitely an autograph. And there's Sherry's ass on camera. There we go. There you go. Okay. Oh, did she like slap him like this?
Yeah, kind of like a claw slap. It's almost like one of the Undertaker's uppercuts.
Right? Well, there's the double axe handle. Damn, he came out of nowhere. Double axe out of nowhere. See, this is why she works as the heel Macho Man's manager, because she was like, I'll give a shit. I'll beat him up too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as a former women's champion.
Look, she shut her down. Bitch, get out of here. Savage got him again. Oh, my God. Well, yeah, she was the women's champion that beat Fabulous Moolah. Oh, my God. So, yeah. See, my only thing is, and yes, the moment we're going to see is truly a moment in time. There's no question about that. But I don't feel long-term that a babyface Randy benefited from a non-physical manager, Elizabeth, at ringside. Yes, it was wonderful always to see her. They had great moments together. But I think once the dynamic of him being jealous over her as a heel with the baby faces, being Amber, like George Steele or whatever, being Amber with her, once she just became the person at ringside, I was like, okay.
Yeah, but then you go fast forward to him and Flair at Mania 8, and he was the jealous guy who got to beat the crap out of Flair.
Right. But also keep in mind that they were divorcing at the time. Like we didn't know divorce as fans, but they were already knee deep in it as it was, and Savage was okay with everything going on because he just wanted Elizabeth to be there. I think that once Elizabeth went off the road and saw how things could be without being around all the time, she got disenamored with the life and was like, eh.
Yeah.
Again, not blaming anybody or anything for that, despite what Randy will tell you later. But it was very easy to be, at home or at the gym or whatever and just do your own thing.
And then she would go into WCW and be there forever.
Right. And honestly, but the thing is with WCW, I don't know how much she was on the road in WCW. I don't know how much she was at the house shows either, or how much Randy or Lex were either.
Yeah.
Because remember, when she joined the NWO officially with Randy and they were a team, I don't know if they were on the house show circuit full time like they were in the WWF in the 80s either. So, it could, and remember, they were already divorced. She was already with another guy anyway. So it weren't like they were rooming together on the road anymore anyway. So I think that probably helped, if anything.
Sherry is more involved in a match than I've ever seen any manager ever.
She's great. She is a huge component to this match. No question about it. And, what's funny is we talk a lot about her and Randy and her and Shawn, and people forget that at the end of this night, she's with Teddy.
Yeah.
And she's the $1 million manager for a good chunk of 1991. So.
And a little into 92.
I think maybe.
She accompanied him at the Rumble.
Oh, that's right, she did. You're right. Well, you would know that better than anybody. Okay, well, so there you go. Again, but then, but it was so funny how quickly the whole thing came together with him and Rotundo and Jimmy Hart and Book Money Inc. and Tag Team Champions. And it's like, okay, what are we going to do with Sherry? Put her with Sean. Okay.
And then she was with Janetti in 93 for
but yeah, that was
coffee.
Yeah, that was here. That was FU Sean, and then they tried the whole thing with the Tonka. It's like, okay, put Luna with Sean. And it was, huh? Sean's a heartbreaker. Luna doesn't care. No. She coughed in the match. Damn that queen. Yeah, I just like the presentation of both these guys and Sherry. Just the outfits are the star outfits are great, and there goes. Oh, Jesus Christ! That was, I think, the worst bump I've ever seen Hedberg take. And not only did he go backwards the ropes, then he went sideways. He got nailed. Where's Sherry going? Oh my God. That was a shoot to the head. I love referee sells. Even if he can't see it, he heard that. Oh my God. The slow warrior stock of the
Can you read
here.
lips?
No. What did he say?
I'm pretty sure he said, "Come here, bitch."
That's not very warrior-like, Jim. Oh, of course, what we know now very much is warrior-like.
Mm.
Whoa, we almost had a warrior booty there. Look out. Scary. It's not flare yet, Randy. Calm down. Just waylaying with these freaking roundhouse rights. This is definitely much more intense than Hogan Warrior for sure. Just much more physical browbeatings here.
Maybe that's why he didn't run, because he knew what kind of match this was going to be.
Maybe. I can remember Hogan Warrior was a lot of rest stuff.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of test of strengths, a lot of that kind of stuff. So, you knew Randy wasn't going to outpower the Warrior. That wasn't going to happen. So it's that's so funny. Let me see real quick here. Let's do Aftermath. There we go. That's what I wanted. So now we got, let's see where we're at here. For those of you watching here, we're at 137, 53, 54, 55, etc., and so forth. That's King and I reference. If you haven't seen the King and I, go stop this right now and watch King and I, because it's damn good. Where are we at? We are at 138, 10, 11, 12.
Here we go.
Savage just hitting the elbows aplenty. We're ready. This is number 2 right there. One thing I will complain about WrestleMania, and it's the only thing I'm going to complain about. I swear to God, that's all I'm going to say. I'm a bitch. 3 F5s ended the streak. 3 F5s did not end Drew McIntyre. I have a problem with that. But
4 F5s didn't end Roman Reigns. Well, it took 6 to beat Reigns at 34.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I get the mystique is gone with the Undertaker, but let's not completely bury it. Yeah. So.
Pretty sure is this the 5th elbow?
This is the 5th. It's definitely the 4th, but I think it'll end up being 5 by the time he's all done dropping them all.
Yep, that was the 5th.
That was 5th. There you go. 1, and he's still. That's crazy. That's absolute crazy that he's still kicked out. And Randy cannot believe it. He's a complete disbelief. Again, great story. You know, he looks at the crowd like, what the hell? The bug eyes, the Randy bug eyes. You gotta love it. Warrior's got paint coming off his eyebrows. That's how beat up he is. Oh, he's hellwigging up here.
He's warrioring up.
He's warrioring up. There you go. That's right. Well, he hasn't changed his name yet by then, so I'm still going with Hellwig.
Oh. I was gonna say you can't use hulking up. That's gimmick infringement.
That's right. He's wigging out.
There you go.
There you go. I'm
like a bat out of Hellwig.
Okay, I defer to that. That works. That's a cool Meatloaf reference too for me personally. So I like that. That works. People not fans want from back on. What the hell are you talking about?
People probably ask what the hell we're talking about every single week.
This is very true. Well, we do references from XMV and from the other shows, so they're going, huh?
We've been doing this. We've been doing this a long time, kids.
Yes. And Greg's watched me do it for a long time before that. So it's We old folk, we don't care anymore. We just don't. So, and there's the Gorilla Press, the almighty Gorilla Press, with the big splash coming off. Yes, the ropes. It's gotta be it. He's got him beat. Referee's down. 1, 2. What? I love the storytelling right here because Warrior's looking at his gods like, okay, now what?
Did he say the Warlord?
No, Warriors, I believe he's saying.
I'm pretty sure Monsoon said Warlord.
Oh, he may have. I think I remember that Addy said. I think I remember him saying that and going, what? But no, he's asking his warrior gods up in the heavens, is this it? Is it my time to step away? Is it my destiny to win this match? Is it my destiny to walk away? So he's asking his gods, he's gonna do this shit. There he goes. What should I do here? What's my next step? Now see, if I'm in referee's ear, I'm going, time to go. But that's me booking 30 years later, so Hammer's like, you had him. You almost had him. Don't walk away. Don't walk away yet. Too funny. So gimmicky.
But, the time frame.
It's 91. Exactly. It's going to be gimmicky. I know. The fact is, Hogan's going to have a rematch series with Slaughter on the Summer Circuit in a Desert Storm match.
Yeah.
Dressed up in camo gear with a mask and everything. So, yeah. My first ever house show main event at the Sports Arena in this very building they're in right now. What a whole action place turned that to be. Now it's rubble underneath the new soccer stadium. And see, people are thinking, maybe Randy's got, because watch, he's going to pull a steamboat here. He's going to try to end it right here. This is it. This is what crushed Steamboat's barracks. They're not saying this on the air because Steamboat's out of the company right now, but
yeah.
What? Warrior shot Sherry off. Oh man. Now he knows. He knows what he must do. Must scrape the Savage off with a spatula and then get him in the ring. Crazy. Oh, there you go. Oh, there's. I remember him doing that much until he came back in '92. But maybe I'm not remembering. Randy can barely stand. Oh, there it goes. Oh my God. makes sure asking his God every time. Should I still do it? Should I still do it? That's too funny.
I always did think the finish to this was a little bit weak.
Yeah, I agree. But, it made for the aftermath that much better, I think. Can you remember, he took a throat shot to the, shot to the throat with that damn rail, trying for the axe handle. And he's taken, 2 or 3 of these shoulder breakers after the gorilla press, after kicking out. So, it's, the man is beat to shit. But then again, Warrior took 5 elbows and got up. So apparently he's the Brock Lesnar of the day. Which is scary to take him out of itself.
Yeah.
One more for good measure. Bam! Okay, don't roll out, Randy. Nope. Ah, damn it, Randy. Randy's trying so hard to look strong in this melee. And he there it is. 1, 2. Oh my God, no! As Bobby would say. And there it is. The Ultimate Warrior retires, so we think, the Macho King Randy Savage. But we're not done. Nay. We're not done, kids. Oh, no. I found it funny going back and watching WrestleMania 33 when we did watch it, or when I did watch it recently, that Undertaker went out and got his gear back on prior to the big peel. It didn't sink into me. Wait a minute. Warrior did the same thing. He just didn't retire. He just was a dick later. But does the whole salute with the coat on? I'm wondering if he did it because he knew the paint was gone and he wanted some sort of Warrior, thing with him. I don't know.
It's weird. Warrior without the paint kind of just looks like Texas Tornado.
It's funny you say that. I don't know if you know this or not. When Warrior came back in '92 after his firing and hiatus and whatever,
did people think it was Kerry?
People thought it was Kerry because he was so much smaller than the Warrior had been.
Yeah.
And he was wearing that tank top thing that had that muscle stuff on it.
Yeah.
People thought it was Kerry. It's like, nope, it's Jim. His hair just looks different, and he just, he got off the juice because Vince was in trouble with the juice stuff. So, but to their credit, when Hulk went off the juice, he looked better than he ever did. I think Hulk looked fantastic in like '94 through about '97.
Yeah.
So Sherry's just furious. She's berating the Macho King for losing her meal ticket. She can't believe that she's done all this effort, all this work. I'm gonna peel off my my things to make sure I look even hotter on the air here with my ass hanging out. And I'm just gonna bring you back, and I'm gonna kick you in the gut. And she's just letting him have it, man. I can't believe that Sherry would look at him. Some king he turned out, and now she's on her feet. Now Liz is on her feet. Like, okay, here we go. She's gonna hit Hebner. Hebner's scared too, because she will do it.
Oh yeah.
Sherry's crazy. And she's had enough, folks. Here she comes. She almost fell in those damn heels. God bless Elizabeth. Bitch, that's my man. Get out of here.
And that was like the only physical thing she ever did.
Right?
Besides getting slapped in the face by Jake.
Well, that and she, I think, struck Sherry in the face at SummerSlam '89 with the purse.
Oh.
I think. I have to go back and watch that another time. But...
Imagine how much heat Jake would have got if he would have DDT'd her. Like,
oh my God. And see, Randy has no idea right now what happened. He's thinking that Elizabeth's the one that was beating him up because he didn't see Sherry. He just knew he was getting his ass kicked.
Which is weird they didn't see Sherry because.
Yeah, but then he sees Sherry at ringside and like, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, brother. Wait a minute. Let's see if I can hear the commentary here. Elizabeth's crying. She's loved him from the beginning. Fuck me, I told you! Shut up! Bobby, your hair, he's terrible. He's such a terrible person. Oh my god.
Gotta love Bobby.
I love Bobby to pieces. Oh, fuck. Alright, enough of that shit. Oh, God. Such a moment. It's so, I didn't do this first run in 91. I'm 8 years old. What do I know about stuff like this, right? But, God, every time I look back at this now, it's like, fuck. Oh, such a great, great moment in history. And just, and she's crying. It makes it worse if she's legitimately crying. It's like, damn it, really? Oh. And there it is, up on the shoulders. That kid doesn't get me. It's not that kid in the crowd that gets me. It's this woman coming up here. Let's see if they show her. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if they show her.
Yeah, they should.
I'm not still on the edit. I haven't watched this in years. As far as the whole thing, I can't get the whole thing through. Oh my god.
Her.
There she is. Ah! Damn it. Her too. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn. He almost dropped her. He almost dropped her on her face. Jeez. Oh. I like this too. This is cool too.
Yeah.
Oh. Now, see, part of me is like, that's really cool because he lets her go through first, gives her the, gives her the grace and the courtesy of going through first. Then I'm like, wait a minute, we need Randy to have one last. What do you think? One last bout. Damn it! Stop showing her. Thank you so much. Jesus. What a man, the Macho Man. Oh, hell. It is so funny now. I look back, 10 years after this was my graduation from high school. It took every bit of my being to not do this down the aisle when I got my diploma. Yeah.
Probably would have been weird to just like do the turn.
The random scroll. People like, well, I had a cap on, I had a robe on, why not?
Go to the microphone, the people getting introduced and be like, "Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Big Meech with the graduation thing going on, yeah.
Graduating high school, yeah.
Graduating high school, moving on to college. Didn't happen that way, but that's okay. There it is. All right, enough of that shit. God. Now I'm a mess. So the original plan was to do this live. As you're watching this, it was supposed to be 7 Eastern today. Didn't work out because our ability, you and I, to screen capture a video is difficult, and I didn't want to try to bog down the promotion, but I will try that in the future. So maybe we'll try that one day, or next week or the week after. Also, I was going through and looking through different matches that we have lined up and what I have not lined up. And what I'd like to do is hopefully, and I say hopefully, meaning WWE hopefully, because it probably won't be happening, but I'd like them to announce in enough time that, hey, this is it for The Undertaker next year WrestleMania. This is his last, whatever it is, hurrah match, whatever. So I'd like to try to watch the streak. Not the whole way through in one show, because that's going to take too long.
Right.
But like, whatever it is, 26, 27. So that's like half a year.
Yeah, it is.
So if we're going to do that, we need to get on the ball like soon about committing to that. So,
well, you figure the first few matches of his streak aren't as long as the later ones. Like 7's pretty quick, 8's pretty quick. 9 is kind of a disaster, so we can try and avoid that one.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, and if we're gonna, because I got a whole list of Undertaker stuff, period. Because I almost had this idea to do like a side, like it will be a sideshow, but a subsequent the fuck's the word? Spinoff show. There we go. Yeah. Spinoff show of this show, just doing Undertaker, just doing Hogan, just doing Shawn Michaels, just doing, that way there's more content going up, and that way there's more diversity in what we're watching than just one thing every week and just one. That way we have a topic each week, but on this show we can do different things.
I know you're in SoCal, but go Irish.
I am okay with the college ball preferences. People, I got friends like USC, like UCLA. I'm not a college ball person. I do like the Irish, the tradition. I think that's very. I think it's great that you, a Pittsburgher, love the Irish. I think that's super cool.
Love a team from Indiana, yeah.
Which is really funny, yes. So, yeah, I'll work on the scheduling, I guess is the best way I can say it, and see what we can work out going forward. Because as long as we tape stuff in advance, it's not like we have to have a complete frame of reference to a Hogan match or a Undertaker match or whatever. As long as we have a basic, okay, it's this time of year, so we've got this going on. So, but. I think next week we're going to go into an ECW match. I don't have it in front of me, but I will get that to you. I'll get it to all of you out there. Keystone Delight on Teespring stores for Mr. Cherry's stuff.
Yep.
You can also find him at _P Sensation. No, at P Sensation. You do it. Your plug. You do it.
I was gonna say Instagram at PA Sensation. Quite frankly, I might change that handle. Okay. Not sure. But if I do, then you'll be the first to know.
Hashtag Cherry 2 Belts.
Hashtag Cherry 2 Belts. Shirts available in the Teespring store. So go check that out.
Yes. Did you get my message about which shirt I wanted?
I did, and I'm surprised you didn't choose the Cherry 2 Belts one, but that's okay.
I only didn't because maybe in my own personal ego, it's one of those is mine. It sucks. But
it's not yours. It's been mine for 10 years, buddy.
But I actually I always liked the Heinz design. I thought it was really cool that you had a relish one. That was really cool. Okay, fuck it. Let's do that.
Would you believe I designed that in PowerPoint?
No, wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Yeah. It's amazing what we have that we can do with the things that we have to do it with. It's crazy how simplistic things are, and yet the stuff I do, Meach's Musings on Monday, the show on Sunday, and tomorrow's Friday Night Wrestling, it's so intricate and complicated that I'm amazed at how much we're getting done with what we're getting done. And the team we have is amazing. So
I'm definitely gonna do some research into like the Teespring stuff and my Instagram stuff, because I would really like to get that as a business, because I have fun creating those.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And if I can make a decent living off of that, off of being creative, which is kind of all I want to do for the rest of my life is think for a living, then I'm going to do that. So
it is. I've never felt more like I can do this and make a go of it than I do after Saturday's conversation with Bruce Kraft.
Yeah.
And I will forever be indebted to him and everybody at Beck Computers as of this moment for allowing me the platform, because I had no voice Tuesday. I had zero voice because I've been broadcasting nonstop pretty much since Sunday morning. So, but it was so much fun. I enjoyed every bit of it. And I don't think I'll do the pay-per-views again on a live basis, but definitely not Mania. That's for sure. Yeah, Mania was tough, but we'll see how things go. I mean, it might become SummerSlam. I'll be wanting to do it again, and I know for Mania next year I won't be able to. So. Because it'll be a post show for Mania and a pre-show for Mania, so that'll be that. But anyway, teespring.com/stores/ Jeff-Meacham-Network, the-night-shift on Teespring stores for our logo designer Greg Clifton. Thank you so much, Greg. bcraft at what's the email? At beckcomputers.com, I think it is. Sorry, Bruce. If I screwed that up, I apologize. We'll get you that on Friday. We'll fix it on Friday. And NoDQ.com for all your latest news and information. We'll see you guys next week right here on Wrestling Rewind.
Magdolin